Hello, welcome to another video. I'm, of course, Jerry, and this is Paintivity. And today we're going to talk about some of our favorite YouTubers. These are people that we follow. There's quite a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
So for this one, we're going to talk about Let's Play YouTubers. For anybody who doesn't know, Let's Play are a function where people basically play a video game, and they offer sometimes commentary, sometimes they're funny. It can be kind of any genre, really.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just kind of any gaming, I guess, would be the best way to put it.
So the first one we'll start off with, it's why I've got my little hat here, is the Irishman himself. That is Jacksepticeye. I love Jack. He's just...
He says he's not funny. He says he's just loud, but no, really, he's funny.
He's very funny. He's just... He's very excited. He gets very emotional, either angry or sad, or depending on the game. He actually, I guess, from what I found out, he eventually kind of came to prominence with the Oculus Rift. He was playing a lot of games on that. For those who don't know, Oculus Rift is kind of a virtual software where you can play games, but it looks like you're in the game.
Yeah, it's a headset where that kind of puts you in the game that you're playing as if you were actually there.
Yeah, and his videos are just hilarious. He does swear a lot. The accent makes it a lot funnier. He plays pretty much a lot of everything. I haven't actually ever seen something where he wasn't playing like even a certain console or a certain type of game.
No, it seems to be a lot of I don't want to say indie games, but games you wouldn't hear of very often, as well as the games you've heard of. And most of the times he'll play them all the way through.
And if you've seen Jacksepticeye and you like, I don't know if I've ever seen him, trust me, just wait for the opening and the ending. It's kind of become his catchphrase, and I mean, it's just hilarious. Paintivity, what's one of your favorite videos that he's ever done?
Shoot. I like the Mario ones. They're hysterical. If you ever see Unfair Mario, it makes it that much better. But I'd say his catch right now is Happy Wheels, which
Happy
just
Wheels.
the entrance into any of those videos is hysterical. I mean, what, 80 plus videos, I think.
Oh, I think we're past that. He said he's going to stop when he gets to 100. So
Okay, so at least 100 videos so far, and he swears it's his favorite game. But the entrance, it's great.
He also played Five Nights at Freddy's. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. Thank you, Hot Topic. Very funny. He actually, I don't know exactly who animated it, but somebody took some of the great clips and animated him like actually in the game playing it.
I believe that's James Farr.
James Farr?
Yeah, I think he...
Correct us down in the comments if it's not true, but I mean, just the Five Nights, I mean, he's just hilarious. If you want to get into, see what he's all about, like Paintivity said, just go with the playlist of Happy Wheels. You'll die every time.
And if you end up playing it, then the more the merrier, because he gets a lot of fan-created levels and stuff like that, and they're just awesome.
Just to let you know, just as a warning out there, he does cuss. He does swear a lot, but it's, as I said, it's fun. Something that I also liked about him is he's a very nice guy. Like if he does something in a game that is morally questionable, he actually will sit there on camera for 2 minutes and ponder basically what he did. So yeah, check it out, Jacksepticeye. We subscribe to him, and we'll put his link down in the comments. I think we can do that. The second one is actually the original one. I didn't know about Let's Plays. I kind of heard of PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
There you go.
Technically.
There you go. I always say PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
Who's kind of really big, but I was actually...
Kind of. What do you mean?
Well, no,
he's like the YouTuber.
He is the biggest video game Let's Player. But the one that I'd found, because I was actually looking for a game, I was trying to figure out something about it, and I clicked on, now I'll never say it, I can't say it, what is it?
Oh, come on.
Machinima? Machinima. And I found something called Two Best Friends Play.
Well, let's back up. Like, what exactly is Machinima?
Machinima, I'm sorry. Machinima is a channel that's kind of very pop culture. There's video games. They do some skits. I think there's even some original series on there.
I think kind of like a talk shows sort of basis. They bring some people on.
Yeah. Um, but so I went there and I found two best friends. The original two best friends are Matt and Pat. And from the very first video, I was hooked. It took me back to when I was a kid playing with my friends video games. Just funny stuff. I found their own what do you call it, channel, the Switcher, and that's where I also learned about the two other guys, which is Wooly and Liam. And oh my god, as I said, just funny. I mean, what can you say about the best friends? Two best friends.
Um, Best way I could put it is they're a group of friends who get together and they play and they have a good time. But they can be very technical. They know exactly what the games are built of. They know what to look for. If you're more of a technical player, they can walk you through a game and I don't know, I guess help you as well as the best way to put it. One of the best games I think that kind of showed that skill is the Bloodborne series.
Oh god, yeah.
How I don't know, maybe 20 plus videos on that one,
Oh my god,
but
no, I think it was 80. It was up there. It was
it was
like
a lot. But it's a really long game, and they really they go all in for the DLC content, all of that. Technically, I repeated myself. Downloadable content.
there you go, there you go.
But
She didn't know that 2 weeks ago.
hey, that's not true. But that was probably one of the best. If you're gonna check them out, you should probably see that one. But they jump into the retro games that you probably forgot about, and some that I don't even know. So they're they have their picks.
Yeah.
You know.
And it kind of changes on say the channel again. Please don't make me say it again.
Machinima.
In Machinima, they kind of give you like a 15-minute playthrough. They'll kind of cut and see what happens. On the Switcher, they'll actually do full playthroughs.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Sometimes they're just, oh, we want to check this game out and see what it's all about. You'll get different people. I mean, you'll eventually start realizing who's the personality, who likes what game. You'll see different combinations. Sometimes they're all there together. One of the ones where they're all together is Friday Night Fisticuffs. They all play fighting games. And then Saturday Morning Scrub Lords, where they play the worst fighting games. But for me, the video that really just sold me on the whole Two Best Friends was one for Sleeping Dogs. This was the crime where it was kind of like Grand Theft Auto, if anybody knows what that is. But there were just moments where I was just on the floor. I was laughing so hard at things they were saying. Again, like Jacksepticeye, they do swear. And actually, I would think the best friends kind of swear a little bit more than Jack.
Yes, Jack swears a lot, and again, he thinks he's just loud versus hilarious. But the guys casually work in those words, and it's a general frustration. I think we've all been there where we've had that moment where it's like, I just can't get past this level, and you just kind of throw it on out there. You don't even think about it anymore. And so yeah, there's swearing. You don't hear it after a while.
So as a warning, if you're just like, hey, the kids want to try out a video game, let me go check it out. Don't do it if the kids are under 17. For if you want to find out what the best friends are, they actually have an annual event. This is in October. It's called the Shitstorm. Sorry if anyone's offended by that profanity, but it's from October, and they will just play a scary game. Sometimes it's a full playthrough of a game. Sometimes it's about an hour worth. It's a one-shot. Scary stuff. And these guys are not brave guys who are playing these games. One of my favorite quotes comes from Pat, is when he hears something or something happens on the screen that he wasn't prepared for, he always says, oh, I'm not a fan of that. And I just die. And Pat, Matt, two best friends, if you're ever watching this, if you make that shirt, I'll be the first one to buy it because I love that saying. But yeah, check it out. It's they've done about 4 now.
Roughly, and I mean, if you're like me and you don't like to play the super scary games, I like to just watch them. I mean, there's like an element of being happy that someone else is scared for the game instead of you. But yeah, they usually pick like the most unique game at the end, and they'll play like a full playthrough at the end. But kind of in the past, they would do like a 20 to 30 minute preview of a game, and then if you liked it, you could go get it, or you can request something, and if they dig through all those requests, then they'll get to yours as well and throw it up on screen and have at it.
Another thing, I just want to quickly say about Two Best Friends is you kind of have to watch because they'll say things during videos and you're like, what are they referencing here? And if you go
Yeah.
back to an earlier video, you'll actually hear the original joke. So it's kind of fun to kind of get those running gags. So Two Best Friends, The Switcher, that's our official channel, but you can also check them out on, please, I can't say it.
Machinima.
Thank you. No offense, Machinima. Hey, I said it. No offense, Machinima. I couldn't say it, but I love your channel. So just to close this out, I'm going to talk about a memory here. It's one that Paintivity is not that proud of, but this was Two Best Friends playing one of the games in Shitstorm. It was called Paranoia, and I think now don't quote me on this, but I'll set it up and I'll let her tell what happened afterwards. But in the game, you're this guy it's very beginning of the game. And you're kind of
it's the very beginning.
Well, as I said, I don't know because some of these games I've never played. But you're taking pictures of camera, and it's very dark. So you're looking around. There's these X's, and you're trying to take pictures. Now, Two Best Friends immediately know something's up because they're like, "We're going to be taking pictures, and something's going to happen." Pictures, nothing. So then we came to the long hallway, and you can pick it up there.
Okay, so just to reiterate that, like, the game forces you to take pictures. I mean, that's kind of your weapon at the moment. And I mean, I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a bit anxious, full-blown disorder some days. And we're watching this playthrough. They get to the long, long hallway, and they're like, "Crap! We have to go towards that one last X on the wall. We have to check it out." It's
very far away.
Tiny. It's just so tiny on the screen, and you just kind of know what's up. They know what's up. And so they take it from there and start walking down this hallway and just keep on going.
And the X wasn't even getting any closer.
Yeah, the X wasn't doing a darn thing, but they've got their camera up and they're playing through it, and this face just jumps out at you, and it's not my best moment. It's like the only moment, but I just happened to look up from where I was sitting and screamed real loud because it scared me the minute I looked up. And I was done. I was like, I can't do this. I am just bouncing off the walls. Too much, anxiety. I gotta go. And yeah.
I mean, it was scary.
Like the only one
and see, that's the thing. Some of the games they play during this month, or sometimes are stupid. Like they are immediately stupid, and they even play it just to say it's stupid. But that one's got it. And just so she doesn't think I'm picking on her, in one of these other videos, we'll talk about a wonderful little game called The Park and how long I lasted on that one.
Well, to be fair, we got on this roll with the horror survivor games, and I was home by myself after work, and I'm just like, what? I'm craving these videos. I have to watch it, and decided I was gonna go back over a game called Colat, which can be terrifying to some people and boring to others.
True story. Too.
It is based on a true story, which they also got into. But I ended up finding this game called The Park, and I was so intrigued by it. I ended up watching, let's see, I don't think Two Best Friends have ever played it, but Massive G, I believe.
The one I remember watching, there was no commentaries, and which some people do. Some Let's Players actually play with no commentary. They just play.
Yeah, and that's fair. So I mean, I did kind of check it out, but I believe it was Massive G that I followed for that video specifically. I'm not positive though. I watched it all the way through. It's not a long game, and personally, I don't know if I would consider it a game because you don't do much. It's more of like a unraveled story that you're kind of piecing back together. And when I was done, I was like, oh my God, you have to see this. This is like it's heartbreaking, but it's very neat. And I just remember that whoever was playing had to stop, and they're like, oh my God, I'm not sure what I just played, but I feel so horrible right now that I feel like I've offended people. And it was very touching, but it was terrifying too.
And as I said, we'll get into the story when she decided to share this with me and what happened to me. That's, as I said, that's a story.
I didn't think it was going to be that traumatizing. And
as I said, we'll get into detail about The Park in another video. That'll be coming soon.
Hey, but who knows? Maybe I'll force him to play it.
I'm not going to play it.
Okay, well, if he won't.
So as I said, if you want to hear the story, wait till you see a video that talks about The Park. Jacksepticeye played it, and I looked at it and I said nope, and we're moving right along to the next video.
Hey, well, that's another reason to watch it then, because I'm gonna watch it. I want to know what he has to say about it. Again, this is part of like when you subscribe to these people, you just want to know. You want to know more.
So yeah, so that's just two of the people we like. And as I said, this is the first in a series. We're going to be talking about some other people, not video gamers per se.
Just other people that we follow.
We follow
This
why
video
we
is
like them.
specifically games.
Fine. So yeah. So if you like that stuff, or you're interested, as I said, we're going to put the links at the bottom. Just remember to subscribe, like the video, and we will see you later. We're going to have to talk about the park, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about it.